Right on time, my viewers and subscribers. Right on time. Yes, man. Just got in from work, my peeps. Just got in from work and able to put everything together in time for this live show. Welcome, one and all. Welcome. Hope you guys are doing okay. Hope you would have had a productive day. And I'm hoping that everybody is safe, in good health, and is ready to talk some cricket. You definitely have to be in good health if you're going to be following up West Indies cricket. You can't be too puny and following up West Indies cricket at all. Anyways, welcome my peeps. Welcome. I see a couple of persons asking what time the live, but I thought I had indicated that it was going to be 7:30. Maybe I need to start differentiating, make you guys know 7:30. Well, America time, 6:30, Jamaica time, whatever it is. Yeah, man, big up on yourself, peeps. Big up, and welcome. No, I know quite a few persons have some stuff to say as it relates to that first T20 game that was played yesterday between West Indies and Australia. Right, I did a video about it and uploaded it. Saw quite a few persons talking about it. So you're going to get an opportunity to let your feelings be known here. We have a couple of persons here so far. So we're going to definitely talk about it. I see Mr. Lover asking it. Mr. Lover, am I? I must be dreaming. What am I talking about? Talking about yesterday. Yeah, definitely. We saw that shot from Kyle Mayers. Quite a few people around the cricketing world is reacting to that shot. So what we are going to be doing, we are going to spend some time and take a look at the game. Then in the latter part of the video, I will open up the thing so you can come on and give your feedback. So what we're going to be doing now, I'm just going to be giving you guys my opinion as well. I gave you the video already. Just go over some of the things that I spoke about. Then I'll be reading some comments. So you will be able to post your comments for the next probably 45 minutes or so, and I will be reading through them, and then you will be free to come onto the live and give your thoughts. All right. So while you come in, guys, just make sure you give the video a like up the live so other persons can know that we're on. All right. So how big was Joseph? So we're starting from there. Not sure. It was actually supposed to be a difficult batting pitch in a way. To be honest, guys, I didn't see all of the game because, as you know, I am juggling this YouTube thing, plus I have to work. So I can't get a chance to watch all of the games and then juggle everything. Shot was magnificent. Yeah. No one asked me how many times I watched that shot because I lost count. Yeah, man, it was definitely a good shot. That shot made me stay up till 15 overs. The shot Mayers made was straight from the book. Top shot. Yeah, man, definitely a good shot. When you're playing those cricket games, those cricket games that they have out that you can play on the computer. When you're playing those games, it's them sort of shots that we see the people them playing. Joseph had a six that was 108 meters. Why Joseph not playing around, eh? All right, so for all those who did not see the game. So the game, West Indies batted first and made 145. Just quickly, guys, in case we have persons here that didn't see the game. West Indies batted first, made 145 for 9. Australia went in and they were able to get 146 for 7, winning the game by 3 wickets with a ball to spare. So just letting you know the actual numbers real quick. Kyle Mayers top scored 39. Johnson Charles had 3. Brandon King had 12. Raymond Reifer 19. Nicholas Pooran 2. Ravman Powell 7. Jason Holder 13. Odin Smith 27. Alzari Joseph 7. Yannick Carrier not out on 1. And for Australia, Josh Hazelwood took 3 wickets. Cummins and Mitchell Stark both took 2 wickets each. Now for the West Indies, when we were bowling now, we had Sheldon Cottrell and Alzari Joseph both taking 2. Jason Holder, Yannick, Odin Smith, they all took 1 each. Kyle Mayers didn't pick up any, and the top scorer for Australia was Finch. Finch had 58 from 53. Matthew Wade brought the game home. And one of the most important things that we need to talk about is the fact that Raymond Reifer and Kyle Mayers both drop a catch each in the last over there. Good night, Mr. Sports to the Bone. Next game, Reifer out, Lewis in. Reifer did not look good today. Yeah, it didn't look too good, but I'm not too sure if I'm going to change things around so quickly. But I hear a boy that shot had elegance of Lara and power of Gale, says Mr. Lover. No, it was 114 meters by Joseph. Only change. I see Communist Cottrell out and McCoy in. I think Mayers felt pressure to keep going for those big shots. When he bats good support, he usually can settle and bat deep. All right, tell me, how is it possible for Reifer and Mayers drop actual sitters? Just leave it. Respect from Trinidad Sports to the Bone. Shazam, it was definitely disheartening seeing them putting those two catches. Good night, Sports to the Bone. I believe that if West Indies take out some good positive from the game, it was wonderful, but drop catch win the man. I believe West Indies still will upset some team in this World Cup, says Jacobs. Yeah, they definitely need to take the catches. Not trying to put the loss on one person, but did Reifer drop the game? Yeah, Reifer and Kyle Mayers, those two drops, they definitely didn't do too good. The skipper needs to be more aggressive when his strike bowler is on top waiting for teams to make mistake. All right, so you say he needs to go for the jugular, huh? Where the career haters at? I'm not too sure if we have any career haters. Well, probably have people that actually hate the man. I don't know, but as I always say, even if I didn't agree with a selection, I am happy when a player performed, and I think that is how it should go. Once you're supporting West Indies, the team did very, very well. After we made 145, I wanted to defend it in 17 overs and take at least 5 wickets, says Sheldon. He did, but still I did expect us to win after scoring 145 and didn't. All right. Good night. Blessings, Javid. Blessings. Good time. Say career bowled really well. I hope he continues this form in the tournament. Yeah, man, he was definitely good unless they play Hussein. Remember, most of these players just touched down. Yeah, it was just a couple hours after landing. All we need to work on is the middle over batting as always, rotating the strike, finding someone to break the gap. Our middle order is shambles as usual, says Sachin. Worst time for a Hetmyer situation when middle order needs support. Agree. Powell bat well at 4. Pooran will come good. I only saw the last over of the match, and West Indies gave it away with Reifer and Mayers with easy drops. We didn't want to win, but to carry it down to the final over, working with 145 is awesome. Yeah, you definitely saw the worst part of the game, Supernova. Positives, Carlos says positives. Joseph is coming into his own as a world-class fast bowler. He troubled everyone today. I agree, Carlos. I agree. I definitely agree. Joseph, he bowled with good pace. He had the batsman pinning back on the back foot. He was looking good. Sports to the Bone, some people in here vex he got selected over Moti and Wash. I personally, Mr. Lover, I personally wasn't happy with the fact that he was selected ahead of Goodikish Moti based on the work that Moti had put in. But knowing the game, I understood it why they went for a leg spinner. So all I was saying, I wasn't too sure if he was ready, having not played a lot of T20 games. But the fact that he played today and bowled 4 overs for just a couple of runs, I am very, very happy. And I am hoping that he continues just like this down in the tournament. I would mind if he takes the most wicket for the West Indies, as much as how I didn't want him in the team based on the fact that I wasn't sure he would be ready. Javid, I have heard Pooran will come good way too long. No Akil Hussein in for Reifer adds more option to the spin department, and spinner ain't enough. And I think he's saying one spinner ain't enough in T20 cricket. All right, I hate to hear people repeat the Aussie commentators. How was Pooran waiting for a mistake? Finch negotiated the strike bowlers well, says Javid. Next game, Lewis should open with Mayers to get a feel of the wicket. Also, what happened to Hussein? Is he injured or he did not play today? I doubt he's injured. You know, maybe they just wanted to give Yannick Correa a feel of it and play an extra batsman or an extra seamer because they know Hussein will definitely slot in. Sports to the Bone, we might be going into the World Cup with a positive mindset. That would be good. That would be good. Sports to the Bone, call the police, right? He don't need West Indies team anymore. One of these days, he will need West Indies, not one time. Donkey on water. You see, as I said about the Hetmyer situation, I see a lot of rumors spreading around on the internet. I don't know why the situation why it did not go. But this I can tell you. I am a married man. And if my wife just have a baby and there is any chance at all, just for argument's sake, that my baby isn't sick or anything and has to be in the hospital and is serious, same thing for my wife. I'm not playing any cricket. As much as how I love the West Indies, I love Caribbean people. My family come first. Not saying this is the situation with Hetmyer. I don't know. I see rumors. I don't know what it is. But I'm saying, you see, because I don't know if it is a dire situation where his family members definitely need him and need his support, I'm not going, you know, I can't say. But one thing I can say is that the selectors did not drop him based on the fact that they didn't want to play him. He's the one that gave it up. So, you know. Also, Sports to the Bone, rumors going around that he didn't want to board the flight because Sudebola wasn't paying for his girl's ticket and Australia AKA players, staff only thoughts on this. You see, that's the thing. The same thing that I just said. I have seen this rumor before. I saw this rumor on Facebook today, but I am not, you know, I can't judge a man based on some stuff that I see people saying. You guys notice that I never yet come on and do commentary on things that are just swirling around. If I see a reputable company like a Sportsmax or one of them people that do an interview and drop an article, I will do a review. But I think it would be unfair for me to judge him like that. You know, I remember just a couple weeks ago, I was here judging Fabian Allen and saying, boy, this man running down franchise cricket, only to know that his father was battling a life-threatening illness and then he lost his father. So I don't know. But one thing I can say is this. The cricket is bigger than everybody. No one person is bigger than the cricket. So whatever personal situation it is, the cricket has to go on. The cricket can't pause for nobody. That much I will say. For a World Cup, couldn't Hetty suck it up and come through and play for his team? That is the thing. We don't know what the situation is. We don't know. So that's why I'm not going to say. If this is what it is, like you are saying, then definitely, we would expect him to suck it up, as I say, and play the game. But I don't know what the situation is. Rayman Reifer selection was pointless, to be honest. Swap Rayman for Lewis and swap we would Cottrell next game says phased. All right, I hear Supernova. Are you serious? That's the reason. We don't know who in their right mind to refer to bat ahead of Pooran. Maybe Pooran. Smith says, good night, Sports to the Bone. I would love to see the two spinners in the side. I think drop a batsman and go with spinners and is handy with the bat. Yeah, Patrick, that's my playing 11, you know. Hussein and Yannick Correa has to play for me. You know, but maybe they just wanted to look at one of the other guys. Listen, or they should be the batting order should be King, Myers, Charles, Powell, Reifer, Pooran, Smith, Holder, Joseph, Correa, and Cottrell. Says, all right, I don't know if it's true. I have been seeing. All right, Mr. Lovan always, bro, he need to be serious with his game. All right, so next game, Yannick out, Hussein in. No, man, let Yannick stay and build momentum. Remember, we select him in the squad because he's a leg spinner to give us option, you know. So we want him to play games, man. Joes, I should play a guy who only made himself available for a World Cup, especially when he's done virtually nothing in the CPL. And that I can understand. Can Correa say drop catcher for Hussein? No, man, Correa has to play. Sports to the Bone, do you think Lewis should open next match? Nope. I am a big fan of Lewis, but I would go with what we went with today. People saw Hetty driving around all happy and the day after being dropped. Did you see Hetty wife post? Yeah, I saw the post. Going to talk about it later. Hetty wanted a break when his wife made his child, but soon after go to the IPL. Mr. Lover Reifer goes, Hussein comes and Charles out, Lewis and Cottrell and out. Okay, in all right. A Sports to the bone. I got like 15 to 25 minutes before my break finish. All right. Is it that you want to come on, Mr. Lover, and give your thoughts before you go? Definitely can do that, or I don't know if you're just telling me that you're going to be leaving soon. If it is a case that you want to come on, just go ahead and come on quickly. Cottrell 4 overs have to come before the 10th over, bowl him out, or don't pick him. And that's the thing, Pollard. You see, it's very difficult to bowl in T20 cricket to bowl 4 consecutive overs. Batsmen go and target you, but I can understand what you're saying, though. All right. Let us hear what Mr. Lover is saying. Yes, Mr. Lover, blessings. What say you?
Man, as my day.
Oh,
can't believe I actually come home from work and stay up from 4 o'clock until at least 6 o'clock watching the game better.
I couldn't do that at all.
The only thing, I think we were 20 to 31 short. And then the bowling was okay with the exception of Holder and Cottrell. And the feeling was just schoolboy cricket, basically. All
right, so this is the thing, Mr. Lover. I didn't see when we were batting. I just saw a couple in and out. Is it that the Australians bowl extremely well, or it was the typical West Indians giving away their wickets playing? I saw quite a few LBWs. Was it a case of us going across the line? What happened? How did we lose so many wickets?
Okay, let me just say this. One LBW decision I knew was not out, and I am so upset that Brandon King did not review it. Other than that, everybody else was just, I didn't even know what to say, lackadaisical. Not even the head properly. The bowling from Australia was okay, but I think we could have made at least another 20, 30 runs. But the game really changed when the spinners came on and restricted us to under 5 runs per over sometimes. Yeah.
So it was the same thing in the middle order. Batsmen not being able to rotate strike, not being able to find gap. It was the same thing.
That from that happened, and Charles and King and Hetmyer go, I knew we weren't going to go past 150. But another thing, I thought Odin Smith could have came in before when we were at least 4 or 5 down in 10 overs. I thought Odin Smith could have came in earlier, or Kavaya or Joseph, but
at 10 over, but generally speaking, Odin Smith doesn't usually bat more than 3 to 4 overs.
Yeah, but the thing is, the team down 4 or 5 wickets already. They need to get out of that hole quickly and put back pressure on the Australian bowlers. They need somebody who can be counter-attacking, who can also play a good innings. Like Joseph or Smith could have come and did a little pinch hitting, but still trying to back through the innings there.
Because, I mean, he ended up getting 27 from 17. Smith, that is, and then he was run out.
Yeah. If he had stayed, I think we could have at least tried to get at least 160 if he was still there through the end. But to be honest, I can't really knock them for the performance today other than the feeling, and the batting was other than that, it was a good game.
So what are your thoughts on your boy Alzari?
Oh boy, the batting, I'll have to give Jack his Jack. I thought he could have done better in the batting a bit more. But
no, man, we're talking about the bowling, man. We're not worried about the batting. The bowling we're talking about. After they could, you see the batsman from the game.
I told you guys, this year is his year in terms of bowling. Also great things from him, and he's almost in the top 10 in the ODI. So hopefully from next year, he can get into the top 10 and keep it going and get his Test cricket and T20 cricket going in the same direction.
Oh, I hear. Let me say, Heineken. No, this is just a Vitamalt. This is the strongest as I go. Vitamalt. No alcohol. No alcohol to the system right now. Anyway, so what about the Raymond Reifer situation? I think you are one of them that was saying that Raymond Reifer definitely didn't do much he struggled with the bat.
Yeah, he did struggle today, but honestly thinking he should have came in at 4 and bat through.
But he
Like he
came
did
at
with,
4. He came in at 4.
I think he came 5. Well,
Based on
whatever
what
it
I'm
is.
seeing here, I see Kyle Mayers, Johnson Charles, Brandon King, Raymond Reifer 4, then Pooran 5. They batted Reifer before Pooran. But he ended up staying 23 deliveries and made 19.
What to me, it all goes back down to the jet lag business because if you look at it, everybody in the top, the top 3, with the exception of Charles, they flew in within 36 hours to play in today. I can't really give them anything off of that other than probably C grade, except for Myers, who did well.
But probably we are always jet lagged then because these are things that we always do.
But listen, you think it's easy to stay on a plane for 35 hours better?
No, man, it's not easy, and I know that you're making you have to stop and do connection and all of them things, but you know.
But nevertheless, I'm looking for a rebound. I'm still sticking with the same team with the exception of Cottrell. I think we should bring in either McCoy or Hussein.
You think they're just resting Hussein that he's definitely going to be in the team, right?
Yeah.
I want him to look at Korea.
Honestly, looking at it from this point of view going forward, this is my bowlers for the World Cup. I have Joseph, Hussein, Karaya with Holder, and it's going to be McCoy or Cottrell. Interchangeable, and probably Odin Smith might hold a bench 1 or 2 games, probably.
Yeah, because I mean Odin didn't do too badly with the ball today. Let me see. He bowled 3 overs for 19 runs and picked up a wicket.
Could have been 2.
Yeah, I see a couple of persons asking what I think about the DRS decision from Pooran. Is it that Pooran was what are they talking about?
Well, I didn't see that because they doze in and out, but other than that, I didn't see or miss anything else.
All right. Let me see. Somebody said Pooran was the one who gave the match away. He is a reactive captain with the small total. He was not trying to win the game. He was trying to defend. He never had a slip after the 10th over, says Martial. All right, I hear Mr. Casanova, blessings. Jacob say, I believe that this will be the team for the first game, for the first probably 2 games in the World Cup. Lewis, Mayers, Charles, King, Pooran, Powell, Holder, Smith, Hussein, Carrier, Joseph, and McCoy, he says.
All right. Wait. Don't move that comment yet. Let me interject and say this. You cannot play all 4 openers in the same game. One of them will have to sit out, and Shamar Brooks will have to come in and bat at 4.
Yeah, I think Brooks is definitely going to get in the team. No, in the World Cup team, that is not the second T20, obviously. No. Brooks is probably going to have to go slot straight into the team.
And the other thing is, it's going to either be between King or Lewis to sit out, so that Brooks can play because Johnson Charles is a keeper. If you look at it going forward,
Nicholas Pooran need to keep. What kind of Nicholas Pooran need to keep?
Listen to this. For the whole summer, other than when Devon Thomas was injured, Nicholas Pooran never keep. And if you look at it today again, Nicholas Pooran did not keep. That's why Johnson Charles and Devon Thomas was included. Well, Devon Thomas for the summer, but Johnson Charles for the World Cup.
Them need to stop the foolishness and make Pooran keep. And stop that. So they can open up a next slot. They need to stop the foolishness. But so let me ask you a question now, Mr. Lover. Having established a partnership with Kyle Mayers in all of the international games leading up to the CPL and then doing well in the CPL, how do we leave King out of the playing 11?
And that's the thing. That's why I'm saying Evan Lewis does not make my 11 based on the fact that King and Myers been playing together for the whole summer, the whole year, practically, and doing well.
That's the thing, because even if they are not batting together, opening and King have to bat at 3, King has to be in the side, well, at least in my opinion. You understand? I think all the international games, well, he didn't dominate all of the international games that we played leading up to the CPL. That's a couple of T20s that we played, but, he didn't do too badly. And then he went and he had a good season in the campaign. He scored the most runs. So I'm not too sure how we would go in and leave him out like that. That would be strange.
He and Meyer should open with Johnson Charles at 3. If Johnson Charles stay. If not, and Brooks is in, I put Brooks at 3, Powell 4, Pooran 5. Smith at 6, Fowler 7, Joseph 8, or Hussein. And then everybody else goes off of that.
All right. Sir Ian says, I think that this team was chosen based on who had recovered from the jet lag. Who had recovered from jet lag best? Probably yes, maybe. No, Pooran should keep and you can't leave out King and Brooks. Are you crazy, says Mr. Casanova. Pooran keeps.
Understand me.
Try out Charles. No man, Pooran, they must stop the foolishness and make Pooran keep. West Indies can't win if they drop Smith. He is the guy that can change the game, says Francis. All right, Pooran and King, LBW was not the best 2 decision to be, to me. If King had reviewed it, the ball was missing the wicket. That's the thing. Who was batting with Brandon King? Didn't he consult with the... So what did Kyle Myers said?
He said it was either hitting or clipping.
Or he would have been umpire's call.
Yeah.
But even if maybe he didn't say umpire's call. He probably think he was missing, because if he was umpire's call, they wouldn't have lost the review. So they just did not go for it any at all.
To me, it looked close, but it was still far, because I think it was going to bounce higher than they expected, but it was just practically half a centimeter over the bail. So.
All right. Sheldon says this should be our side for the second game against Australia. Kyle Mayers, Lewis, King, Pooran, Powell, Hola, Smith, Akil, Correa, Joseph, McCoy. All right. Not bad. Mr. Casanova say, I want Lewis and Kyle Mayers opening. King and Brooks come in after the power play and Pooran. All right. Reifer will get dropped for the next game, I'm sure, especially with that easy catch he dropped. I don't even think Pooran wants to keep. Them if you stop the foolishness. Henry with the super chat. Remember, guys, the super chat is there. You can donate if you want. Here goes Henry starting the thing with his super chat. Thank you, Henry, for the super chat. He says the game came down to few runs. Singles are important, and that is the thing. The batsmen are not picking the gap. The batsmen are not rotating the strike. So that is definitely going to be a problem. All right. So Henry just reminding us, guys, that the super chat is there. Respect Henry. Jacob says, before I come back to Mr. Lover. So, Mr. Lover, who will you choose to open? King and Mayers, Charles and Lewis, King and Lewis, or Charles and King? Which two you go with? I think he said he would go with Kyle Myers and Johnson Charles and bat King at 3. That's what I think.
No. Brandon King and Kyle Myers with Charles at 3. If not,
have we seen Johnson Charles at 3?
No, but to me, based on current form and based on CPL, Myers and King are the best 2 to open.
And we have to get Johnson Charles in the team, not true?
Yeah, because Pooran doesn't look like he wants to keep, and he won't keep unless Johnson Charles is injured.
But why no? But why? I mean, Pooran is good in the outfield, but the ball not going to go to him every minute. So they need to. I mean, I understand.
Maybe he thinks he's not going to be as an effective leader from behind the stumps. Maybe that's why he wants to be in the outfield.
No, man, but keepers are some of the best. It's the best place to be behind. The reviews you can monitor. You have good angles to see. You don't notice sometimes. You see the captain talk to the keeper, and it's the keeper you see move in the field because of the angle that the keeper is at. Well, I mean, I know, yeah, man. Raja says King, Mayers, Brooks, Charles, Pooran. Holder, Smith, Hussein, Joseph, Curry, and McCoy. That is the team, says Roger. All right, Roger.
Exactly,
I hear you.
Roger.
All right, Roger. Ian said the review system seems to be malfunctioning. Oh, so, but, oh, I don't know if it was a case of them wanting to go for the review, but they were told that something was going on. Don't know. Sachin says it was 43 dots in 120. Jesus Christ, 43. We have to try and bring that down, man. Australia ran 14 times. We ran 4 times. We're not too much in the running. I know that we want King and Kyle Mayers to open, but Simmons will put Lewis and Mayers to open and have King at 3. Boy, I don't know, Sachin, because as you probably would know, I am a big fan of Lewis, but my problem is I don't know I don't know how he gets into the team. That's my issue. The man has the best average, but he did not want to play any cricket for us. Wasn't available, didn't do anything in the CPL. Are we just going to pick him base and hope that he goes out there and perform? I don't know, yeah, man. I don't know. I don't remember who I was having that conversation with in the comment section. If you are on here, you can identify yourself and we can talk about it, where he was saying that Darren Bravo should be in that team. And I said, Darren who? And, he proceeded to say that is why, he proceeded to say that is why West Indies cricket can't move forward, because we're not giving people a chance. Hey. I don't remember who it was. I would like to have a conversation on the live about it. Because remember, that is exactly what happened in the last World Cup. Darren Bravo was given a chance. He wasn't able to make the team and they gave him a chance. Well, he didn't play the games, but he got that wild card slot. I'm not too sure if we could have gone and given him a wild card slot this time again. Yannick Carrier got that wild card slot, and I'm hoping that he plays and does well. But we can't do them. We can't moonwalk like that, man. We can't move backward.
Hey, let me just say something here. Shout out to my boy Jimbo.
Yeah, big rock.
His knock today was magnificent. I think he just went beast mode and say, West Indies selectors, I'm available for cricket. Wow. Let me play on man.
Which knock today?
200 and something, 205, I think.
Oh.
For 70 something ball or 40 something.
Oh.
Raheem Cornwall in the US Open.
Man, you always come and talk about US Open. It's because where I am at, they're not playing any other cricket, because I can make one of them team and play some cricket, man.
Hey. Listen.
Having said that, Raheem Cornwall is definitely in form because he showed that in the CPL. But oh man, right now, Mr. Lover, if I am not working and I am in, at the part in US where they play in cricket, I can probably bowl and take hat-trick on him something.
Listen, it's some good Pakistan and Indian bowlers what he playing against. Yeah,
I know there are some guys here that swinging the ball and all of that, but I can guarantee you, Mr. Lover, if you can play a little cricket, you can think you can dominate this league. Sports in the Bone, did West Indies? No man, we haven't named the players as yet. I think it's going to be probably 4 players, but the selectors are yet to name those 4 players. Know that Shamar Brooks, has been called up into the squad. That probably open up a next slot, because quite a few persons were saying that Brooks will definitely be in the reserve. So know that he's straight into the actual squad. Who do you guys think might get thing there, get a pick in now? We need Brooks to play that Marlon Samuels role. He says Walton. Yeah. Lennox, the ball hit Pooran going down the leg, but on DRS it shows a big turn. Oh. Hi, bro. I told you Carrier will be the trump card. And Haynes, I am happy about that. I want Carrier to finish the tournament with the most wicket, if it means that he's going to bowl West Indies to victory. As much as I wasn't happy about him being in the team, he's already there. I understand wanting a leg spinner, and I want him to play. So, this is not me feeling shame or feeling away because he's performing. That is what I want. Sheldon, we do not need King to bat at number 3. Mr. Lover, so seeing that Brooks is straight in the squad now, which other pure batsman you think will maybe get a chance to get in?
Only other pure batsman I see getting in would be, it would have to be the Batman wicketkeeper, Shea Hope, or
Chio.
Amir Django.
Or who?
Amir Django. He was
I think
decent in the
he had some runs in the initial stage of the CPL, but he kind of fade away a little, right?
Yeah. But
Mm.
to me, Shea Hope would be the front line winner.
All
In
right,
terms
I
of
hear
the
you.
pure batsman.
All right, Hetmyer is not there. Lewis have to be in the playing 11. Say Sheldon there. All right. They need to give Lewis a chance in the second game just to see what is going on. Say Sheldon. All right, sports.
Okay.
Let us discuss.
Wait. Before you go on,
Yeah.
let me just say this. Every time Evan Lewis come up against Pat Cummins, Josh Hazelwood, and Stark, he struggles. One
I
or two
mean,
times he get a good knock, but he struggles 85-90% of the chance.
that can be said for most of the batsmen, So that can be said for most of the batsmen. Sports ball. Let us discuss those bowling figures. Yeah, man. I had let me just remind you. So Kyle Mayer's bowled 1 over for 11 runs, not too much. Sheldon Cottrell bowled 3.5 overs, right? Sheldon Cottrell bowled 3.5 overs, gave away 49 runs and picked up 2 wickets. So, a couple of catches went down off his bowling, but it was pretty expensive. Alzari Joseph was brilliant. 4 overs, 17 runs, 2 wickets. Jason Holler, 4 overs, 30 runs he gave away and picked up 1 wicket. His first over cost him 16 runs. Yannick Correa, 4 overs, 15 runs, 1 wicket, which was good. And Odin Smith, 3 overs, and he gave away 19 runs for 1 wicket. So he was good. He was extremely good. It's just Cottrell was a bit expensive. What are your thoughts on those bowling figures, Mr. Lover, especially from Yannick Correa?
I already said it, and I'm going to say it again. Correa, Joseph, and Odin Smith, those 3 stood out today and did well. I would have loved to see Akil Hussain and McCoy over Cottrell, and probably, I know Holders there's the all-rounder, but I think he can sit out this next game. I'll have Odin bat up the order with Joseph, because those 2 were in good batting nick in CPL. I think they should be given a little bit more opportunity to bat more. And Hussein can bat, and Correa can bat. So take that gamble, rest hold the next game, and bring in Hussein. Yeah. Bring in Hussein and bring in McCoy. Jack Cottrell holder for the next game.
All right, I hear you. So you're probably leaning more towards McCoy as the steamer going into the first World Cup game.
Yeah, McCoy and Joseph with the new ball, with Odin Smith as first change, and then the spinners.
Okay. All right, I hear you. Let me hear a couple more of these. It was your friend from long time who was back in Darren Bravo. No, man. It wasn't Cedric this time around. It wasn't Cedric. It was someone else. I didn't recognize the name about the Darren Bravo situation. Heard something that they will not name a reserve, that they will just go with 15. They have what?
Yeah, I was listening and I heard that today too. And they say they have players on standby that they will just call.
Is this a way of trying to not spend too much money? What is that?
I feel so. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah. Jermaine said, sir, we can talk all we want. Our pool is not that great, so let us be realistic. And everybody that watch West Indies cricket knows that the pool is not great, but we are still calling on the players that we actually have to produce more. We all know that in comparison to other teams, the pool is not all the way up there. Jermaine says, sir, can we call in? Yeah, I was thinking about that Thinking about that the other day. For the next live, I am going to have to get my thing sorted out where you can call the thing. But the link is in the description below right now. If you want to just click the link and come on and give your say, Jermaine. I know the name Jermaine Miller, and I'm not sure if it's the same person that I know. Louis McCoy Hussein, we're missing, says Shivam. All right, I would love to see Hope in for real, says Walton. All right, Brooks gonna make the 11 and make a 70 ball 50. Brooks. I am thinking that the fact that Hetmyer is out, I am thinking Brooks probably gets straight into the playing 11. That's what I'm thinking right now. Yeah, King and Brooks should be the ones to try and bat out the innings. With Lewis and Kyle Mears walking it all over the power play.
Yeah, I'm going to jump off, right?
Alright?
I jump off, so I'm going to be in the comments. I'm going to go back to right now.
Alright, Mr. Lover. Blessings. I would take Shea Hope rather than Brooks because Hope will rotate the strike plus anchor the game, says Sheldon. Alright, I hear you. Talk about Odin, he's a star. We spoke about him before, Shivam. Ian, is that you? I think we have Sir Ian from out of Trinidad. What say you now, Sir Ian? All right, we're not hearing him. Sachin said that was Lewis 2 years ago. This Lewis is unfit and hasn't even been performing in franchise cricket. Yeah, so that's my problem with him just walking back in the team. Reifer can sit out the games too. Sir Ian, you hearing me? We're not hearing you, Mr. Ian. We're just hearing the peony while is in the background.
All right. Hold on.
Yeah, we hearing you. What say you?
I'll have to turn off something.
No, man, you're good. We can't hear you, man. Go ahead.
You hear me now?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Hello, you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Hello?
We can hear. We are hearing you, Mr. Ian.
Hello,
you can't hear me? Yes, we are.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Well, my thoughts on this match today. I think we did well.
Yeah.
I think we did well. I think that everything looked good. We made some jet lag. You can see the fellas it didn't settle down fully, but I think even the catching and thing, it's tough. You see, that's the problem when you're in the West Indies and your cricket dropping. People don't really give you a good package. So they go scrape in, and you come and you hustle a little thing. You take a little rush in and rush out. So remember, we didn't climatize or anything.
Yeah, hold on, Sir Ian.
Yeah,
So let you continue. Henry with another donation, and he's putting that in with a strong statement. Correa has effectively ended Walsh Jr. career. Shout out to Henry for that super chat contribution. Once you're finished with your statement, Sir Ian, I'm going to ask you to talk about that also. If you think that Yannick Correa has booted Hayden Walsh out of contention. Yeah, continue. Sorry about that.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, I was happy today to see.
Yeah.
I am proud of the guys. I think the guys did well. The drop catches were unfortunate, but that wasn't the issue. The issue is that we didn't make enough runs. I think my biggest problem is with Pooran.
Yeah.
It's the first time I see a man became a captain and started to run away from his responsibilities. He running from wicket keeping. He running from batting number 3. But he just drop himself and go home. I am so disgusted with what has happened with Pooran. Pooran is supposed to come at number 3 and he's supposed to wicket keep. And when you wicket keep, you get the idea the pace of the wicket also.
Exactly. It's refreshing. It's refreshing hearing that coming from you, Sir Ian. In all honesty, I am thinking I'm the only one that was looking at it. when Pooran took over the captaincy, Pooran was an automatic pick. Well, not saying he's not an automatic pick now. He was an automatic pick based on performance. He was just blooming. And now it's as if he's moonwalking star. You said he's running away from the wicket keeping, not batting. I don't know. It's all over the place.
Yeah, but I blame I had the Simmons, the coach, and them fellas not handling Pooran properly. Look, in life, let me tell you something about life, right? When you reach that level, this is it, you know. This is it. You got to face the music. Holder did it at that time. Remember, Holder was chosen, I think, at 24, 23.
Yeah, I think he was.
They made him captain.
Yeah.
And you had to face the music. Pooran had to stop running. Pooran have to bat at number 3. Pooran have to wicket keep and stop his nonsense and running all over. I feel he would do well if he just get up like a man now and say, listen, I am the number 3 batsman and I am the wicket keeper. And that is what we need to let Pooran.
Yeah.
You know, as far as the other guys, I think that today when they play Yannick, they didn't really drop Hussein. When they did, funny enough, they're using this as experiment. I think they're experimenting, and you're going to see a kind of different team with about 4 different players for the next match.
Yeah. So they're probably looking at a couple of the players.
Correct.
This is what your countryman is saying, Mr. Ian. Sheldon says, what is the issue with this, Lewis? He will do well. Leave him be. It is hard enough to play against the opposition. To have to battle your own fans is 10 times worse. So it sounds as if you're a very good friend, Sir Ian. Sheldon from your country is saying that we need to leave Lewis alone. Let them put him in the team. Don't talk about the fact that he has not been playing any cricket and he didn't do anything in the CPL. So we must discuss it any at all. Discuss other players, but don't discuss Lewis. What is your take on this Lewis situation?
My take on Lewis is that they only rest him today to try out something. I think Lewis and the starting team right through because once in West in these colors, he have performed.
Yeah, but
I don't know Lewis to feel in West in these colors.
But what did Lewis do to get rest?
Well, no, you didn't have to do anything. You see, remember that what West Indies doing, they're trying out other players.
Yeah, man. So
if Lewis get injured,
we
want to know who are the 2 openers if Lewis get injured. So they're trying a thing based on CPL. They're trying a thing with some of the guys who did okay at the position. So Lewis is number 1.
So that means that Lewis is definitely in the team then. So they are just trying who can replace him if he gets injured.
Correct, like Hussein. Like Hussein too.
I can understand Hussein's situation. I mean, Lewis is the best in the team based on his averaging. I think he's averaging 31 or 32, the best average in the team. But my problem is I am not too sure where his headspace is at in terms of playing for West Indies cricket. So, you know, it's strange. Anyway, we have Jermaine on the live. So once you're finished with this statement, Mr. Sir Ian, we're going to hear what Jermaine has to say.
Right. So in concluding, I felt that also the wicket was difficult because it was 2 pace. 1 minute the ball flying up, next minute it's staying normal. So it wasn't such an easy wicket. I even saw deterioration. A part of the wicket was kind of breaking up when I saw the ball, when a guy tried to run out somebody and the ball hit the on the pitch, I saw dust. So the wicket was not 100% one. The system not working good, the review system. Pooran ball was going down the leg, and it seemed Pooran ball touched his pads and changed direction. And somehow the system didn't recognize the touchy pads and changed direction too. And sent Pooran out LBW. As otherwise as though the ball going to hit the wicket. But the only reason the ball changed direction is because it hit the inside a little edge of his pad. So the system that they have, the DRS, whatever it is, we realize that have flaws in it also. Right? As far as the King had a right to review because I felt it looked kind of high. But he didn't review. and it was going over the stumps, but I felt it was going kind of high. But at the end of the day, thinking we played the number 1 team in the world, at least the World Cup champions and so on, I would say we did extremely well.
Can you hear me?
This is just a trial team.
Yes, Jeremy, we soon come to you. Just a minute.
Okay, cool.
About 40 players on that team is not really the starting players, but we trying our thing. So I will leave it like that for now. All
right, sir. Here, Ian, you can think about the Hetmyer situation. In the meantime, do we go back to him after the World Cup or what? Just think about it. We'll hear Jeremy, and I think it's well, I've seen him in the comment section before, but I think it's the first time I'm seeing him on the live. Yes, Mr. Jeremy, what say you now?
I'm good, Mike. Can you hear me?
Yes, we are hearing you. We are hearing you.
I got that feedback though. This is all good though. I'm gonna touch on a couple things. I know you see my comments in the.
Yeah, you were saying the pool is not good. So what are we expecting?
I'm not just even that. I did a lot of comment on the stuff you said last night. I'm gonna back it up a bit. I'm 47 years old. True West Indian. I'm coming from the time I get into cricket when I was like, a little boy.
Yeah.
At age 15, I get really serious in cricket. When you have Patrick Patterson, the great, West Indies team. And I'm getting to the point. And I watch this, out of Babylon, when I get to understand, the West Indies team, where I come from, the pride to wear the shirt. The pride, you know what I mean? Wear the shirt. Guys were playing and not making any money and we're happy, right? I'm not saying,
Yeah, we can hear you.
I get that feedback. Anyway, so now I said everybody put themselves first, right? And I understand, you have to take care of your family and feed your family and this and that, right? That's cool, right? I can't call names. It's not just one name. It's a lot of names, right? But I think when it come on to serious thing like a World Cup, right? Take it serious, right? I don't care where you come from.
I agree.
I don't care where you come from. Take it serious.
I agree.
This guy Hetmyer have a history of this is not the first rodeo, not the second or third. You understand what I'm saying to you? So all those people who's crying, no, if you don't want to be in the team, just drop him. Stop talking about him. History, yesterday, move on. Who want to play, right? That's just my point.
No, and I agree that, as I said earlier, the team is bigger than any one person. The only reason why I'm not coming down with the hammer animals yet, I am not too sure what the situation is. I don't know if it can be a case where you just have a young baby, might be in the hospital, wife might be battling something, we don't know. So
is that evil? They're that evil. They
said that if anything else like this happen, they will. If he is delaying it again, they did lay it out and say, "What are the requirements?" They said, "Well, if you delay it again, we will have to move on." Fear they warned him. So that is why I'm saying a man will put his family in front of cricket. So I don't know what the situation is, and I agree. Move past him and play the cricket because the cricket has to be played.
But be honest with me. This is not the first rodeo.
No. It's not the first. It's not the first time we are seeing the
others like him out there, right? As soon as they make them, you make their money, right? But anyway, let's just be realistic now. I was watching the thing on Sportsmax, because I live in America, but cricket is my first love. And I still pay attention. I travel, I'm gonna watch the game and so forth.
Yeah.
Cricket, right? Sometimes I'm the only black man. Yeah, so I'll be out there playing the only black man, a bunch of Pakistani, Indian, and I'm enjoying the game still, right?
Yeah.
So when these guys were saying, everyone was complaining about the team, and to be honest, if we look on what we have, we don't have much to select from.
Yeah, it's not a lot. We're recycling the same players,
Yeah, and I heard you mention Nicholas Pooran a while ago. Pooran is an automatic pick for me. He's not.
He was.
Am I wrong about that? He's inconsistent.
I mean, he's captain in the team now, so he's in there. But if we're looking at his performance, any player would get dropped based on them sort of performance. You understand what I said? When he took over the captaincy, he was an automatic pick because he was performing. But as Sir Ian said, he has definitely declined. So it's really sad. It's really sad to see that, you know, this is happening. It's really sad.
But I watched him in the IPL, right? And there was some expectations of Pooran, right? Pooran's scores was from 7 to 35. Okay, in all the innings, it's his average, right?
Yeah,
he got just 150, right? And his average was poor. Hetmyer was no better. His average was poor. These guys are inconsistent. I mean, we don't have the regular guys. You know, like he's gonna play 7 innings. At these 7 innings, he's gonna get 4 half centuries, 6 half centuries. It's not guaranteed.
Yeah,
right?
that's not there at all.
Who's not inconsistent. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I agree. They you know, they are extremely inconsistent.
Yeah, they're inconsistent, right? And now, go on back to our bowlers now, right? And I want to honest assessment. The CPL that was just concluded, right?
Yeah.
And the bowlers that we have, that was bowling for Barbados Reifer, right? Those were some of our national bowlers, right? When you look on Obed McCoy, right? How we got smashed around, right?
Yeah, he didn't perform well at all.
No, and you also look at Dean Smith, right? And they got smashed around. These guys are senior bowlers. The only 2 bowlers I have confidence in right now is Holder and Joseph.
I think do you think Pacers are bowlers in general? Do you think we can start calling
Pacers? No, those are the 2 that to me is more consistent, right? It's more consistent. Joseph is bowling good. His speed is good, right?
Yeah.
Obed McCoy is good, but he got to be consistent. You're a senior player now, Bassman.
Yeah.
You carry a true runs left, right, and center, so you have to know if it, right?
Yeah.
To hold it.
I'm surprised he didn't call Hussein though.
No, I think he's talking about the Pacers. Hussein is definitely there. I think he's talking about the seamers.
I'm talking about the seamers now, right? I'm talking about the seamers. Now, from what I've been seeing of our spin bowlers, they are very, they call it promising. Our spin bowlers are looking, you know, because
yeah, we
young guy named they had in.
We had a couple of them. Junior Sinclair was pretty good. Joshua Bishop didn't look too bad, and the guy that played for St. Kitts in the earlier stage, he didn't look too bad. Jaden Carmichael, Javier Royal didn't look too bad at all. You know, those are some of the spinners that came through in the CPL.
No, I would just go with our Pacers first, you know, but let's just.
Well, the Pacers, we had.
Let me jump off a topic real quick then. So we have Fabian Allen come in at the final and take over, and in coming in, you know, when these guys were going, we're just living runs like crazy, right? And Fabian Allen come in and slow it down and take it over. This is the form of performance I miss from West Indian bowlers, right?
Yeah.
The days of the wicked pace attack, right? Right? So,
yeah.
This is some of the things that we are talking about, right? You know, we need to get back consistent to our West Indians, and we the fans too, right? Have to get involved. Nonsense is nonsense. Foolishness is foolishness. Call it when you see it.
Yeah, I agree.
West Indies.
I agree.
In West Indies, no matter where you come from, Andre Rosa should not play West Indies again.
When I say those sort of things, you know, people say I am from Jamaica and I just bad mind Manix Jamaicans. I don't, you know.
American. I'm just saying Andre Ross must not play for the West Indies again. You can't just show up only when you want to show up. It doesn't work so. Once the man we are playing for West Indies in and out, right? In and out. It's just not a fair assessment, right? And then we the fans know, right? Because I was looking at some game in Jamaica the other day at Sabina Park. The stadium not full.
No, people not watching cricket anymore in Jamaica. Even when we were competing well in the CPL, people didn't really turn up. People not, you know, people not really watching cricket in Jamaica. It's football and track and field. Everybody running behind. And as I would have discussed those sort of topics on here on several occasions. Why is it that people not following up the cricket again, and why is the cricket going down down the line like that. So, you know, those are some, is a whole lot of stuff. So,
you mentioned football, right? The attendance for football is also down. Track and field attendance is the only one that's up.
Man, the football, football that I'm talking about is schoolboy football. That is what people watch.
That's the big thing.
That's what people watch. All right, so I'm going to pause it a little bit right here, and then I'll come back to you. All right, we're going to hear what Sir Ian has to say about the Hetmyer situation. Okay. Once we're out of the World Cup, Sir Ian, do we depend or do we put our trust in Hetmyer that if we start preparing a team with him, he will not walk out of the team? How do we judge him after something like this leading up to a big World Cup?
I personally have reluctantly I have given up on Hetmyer. I have given up. It's only God can help you as far as I concern right now. Because Hetmyer, in my opinion, I write down my little granddaughter here. Hetmyer, in my opinion, somehow always have an excuse when you have to play for West.
Is he on?
Yeah. You always have an excuse. You hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I don't know what's wrong with Jermaine's thing, but we can hear you, Sir Ian. Continue. Yeah.
But you know, when is IPL? He available. Now, in all fairness, in IPL, they did give him a little time. When he had the chat. He left and came back.
Mm-hmm.
But I look, I don't know. I would like to hear Sachin honest opinion as dicey countryman, but Ian Conan, I really feel that man is serious enough to play for West Indies. I don't really feel he committed to West Indies, honestly. I try to look at it all kind of ways. I just can't get it in the spirit that this man's serious about West Indies cricket. And I mean, I can understand that if you're making your big money outside, okay. Mm-hmm. But just tell me in we face now, guys, I don't ever want to do like Narayan. Tell me in we face you don't want to play for we now. Let me done the old talk and let me go look somewhere else. That's how I find it. That's what I look at. That's what I think about it. Yeah, I just don't feel he's serious. And he needs to tell us up front he do not want to play for West Indies so we could look somewhere else as to who really want to play. Yes, he may have problems. I'm not saying no. But something me, I could be wrong. But I'm getting a feeling like he don't want to play for West Indies. He not.
Yes, sir, Ian. As I said, the cricket is bigger than any one player. I am a fan of the young man. But the cricket is bigger than any one player, and if we are going to jeopardize, you know, our World Cup preparation and things like that because of that, we have to move past it. We have to move past it. It doesn't matter how much. It's the same thing as I always say. It's the same thing as I always say. I love the youngster. I love his talent and all of that. But if he's not consistently dedicating to us, I can't do anything. I can't do anything for him where that is concerned.
The first time I heard of Hetmyer, I tell you, he to me was the greatest thing, the closest thing to Brian Lara. When I watched Hetmyer, when he came out, I said, yes, we have some. No, the man Pooran was okay. Hetmyer was young and fresh and making some kind of shots. I said, this young boy going to carry West Indies cricket to the top. I am so disappointed in this boy. I am so disappointed how he always have some excuse why he can't show up. That I just say, Hetty, just tell me you don't want to play now. Let me done the old talk now. And that's how I look at it.
All right, sir Ian. See Sachin here. Sachin is saying, all right, Hetty doesn't want to play for West Indies. I don't think so. So Sachin doesn't agree. He went on to say, but we also have to realize he does not have a contract with us. So he is not obligated to play for us. So that might have got to his head. But right in the World Cup time, Sachin, and this is why I don't buy it, Sachin. Hear what? Not to knock down your argument, but this is why I don't buy it. Just a couple months ago, Hetmyer left Guyana, went over to the West Indies camp, even though he was not in the team, and did all the work to get back into the squad. Right? So I am thinking that this man wants to play, but he wants to play on his terms and conditions. I think that is the issue. I don't think it's not because he doesn't have the contract. I think he wants to play, but he wants to be able to say, well, I need to take these people with me. I need to play now. I cannot play now. Because he went ahead, left his home, went with the team, even though he was not a part of the team, trained, did everything, got the fitness test out of the way so that the selectors can select him. But in my opinion, he probably wants to be able to say, well, I can't play now, I can't play now, I can't play now. And we can't have it like that because it's going to mash up the preparation of the team, even though, remember, the man was in the squad already, He was in the squad for the World Cup. So I doubt it's a case of him saying that, why I don't have to play. He was already in the squad. I am thinking it is a case of him not getting something that he wanted, or as I said before, maybe it's a family issue where he had to be there for his family and he chose to be there. I don't know. Jermaine, what say you?
Can I as you mentioned that, there's a couple articles the last 2 months that come up with him and Desmond Ians, right? They were going back and forth.
Yeah.
He said he sent him something and did not get a reply, right?
Mm-hmm.
I also heard another article that Haynes practically begged him, practically kissed his ass, excuse my language, about that fitness test stuff. Because you remember, he did not show up for a couple fitness tests. And then all of a sudden, I heard that he passed the last couple of fitness tests. And according to you, he made himself available.
Yeah, he left Guyana there.
Around that. And I'm thinking that that Haynes and them were behind him. That's that was my that's mine. Me. I think they finally see that who he is. Once as you can't change the left spot. That's just my assessment of him. But please, folks, can we just stop talking about this guy? There's other players that we can talk about.
The thing is, we're definitely talking about everything surrounding the cricket, but when you have someone like that breaking out of the squad like that, man, it's definitely heart-wrenching. Sachin says, so Lennox, does that not also make you question? He put in all the hard work and now he got dropped for not making a flight. But that's the thing though, Sachin, as I said earlier, he put in the work, but at the same time, the team, even though he's supposed to put in the work, as a player. So that does not give him the right to say, boy, the team must compromise the traveling arrangement and the preparation for him. And hold on, guys, just plugging in the laptop. And in fairness, though, they made it clear that they had already given him a leeway and said, listen, we're giving you this time. You're not traveling with the team now, but Saturday we'll find a one seat for you, right? And remember they said this, it's extremely difficult to find flight to Australia. So we find out
the ticket, it costs money.
Hold on. So we find one seat for you. It's extremely difficult to find flights going to Australia. And you are under CWI. So we are the one dealing with the ticket. So if you can't make the flight on Saturday, listen, we cannot extend it anymore because we don't know when we're going to find another flight and the preparation has to continue. That is how I see it. I don't like the idea of him not being there, but that is how I see it. They gave you a leeway. Bridging, listen, we're compromising. We hard to find flight, but we're going to compromise a little because we want you in the team. You don't make it Saturday, we have to move on. I just one of them things. All right, so let us see if there's any in this section.
Let's just wait a little bit and see what he says and what
exactly
and West Indian say. And I guarantee you, it's going to be a he say, she say, he say, she say. Because everybody is going to want to clear themselves, right? But at the end of the day, I am going with cricket and West Indies.
That is what
cricket must always win.
That is what I say too. That is definitely true.
And I put that first. All right, my brother. I need to make the line so we can call you next week and we can talk and everybody give them this question. Okay?
All right, my boss. But the thing is, this link right here in there, it can facilitate up to 10 persons. But I'm going to look.
Okay.
Yeah, we can facilitate up to 10 persons. This is the thing that Sachin said when you were talking. I didn't remember to highlight it. Lewis is the one that got into the team though without doing any fitness test at all. I haven't heard anything. But yeah, but thanks for your contribution, Germany. You say you're from
begging people to play, folks, and I'm gonna play run them.
Yeah, you say you're from Jamaica, right?
Yeah, man. But Manchester and Kingston. I play cricket from your little picnic.
All right, boss. I hear you.
What happened to Jamaica match? Jamaica match against Argentina,
sunlight,
boy.
You understand? So I know it. You understand?
What happened to Jamaica match against Argentina?
All
right, respect, Jermaine. All right, so we're going to continue the cricket conversation, but just to answer Sir Ian, that game that Jamaica played against Argentina, we lost the game 3-0. I think Messi scored 2 goals, and I don't remember who scored the next one, but we lost 3-0. All right, just remove Hetmyer from the team and move on. Failed in CPL way.
Tell Sachin that Lewis in Australia right now, he makes himself available. Ask him where Hetty. Ask him where Hetty is. First he was balling that. First thing Sachin was saying is that, he fit, they should pick him. Now they want to pick him, he don't want to come in the team. So I don't understand. It have no defense, I think, as far as I'm concerned. He don't want to come in the team. You understand? That's how I look at it.
Sachin said, I love how when Hetmyer doesn't play for West Indies, he's overrated and a waste. But yet this man gets picked in every league he signs up for. Not because he's not playing for West Indies means you. Yeah, I'm not going to go as far as say Hetmyer is overrated at all. As I said, I want to know exactly what. Oh, Sheldon, is that you? Let me know in the comment section if that is you, Sheldon, because we have some persons that try to copy the names and come on the live. Sheldon and Mario, I think you guys are trying to get on. Let me know in the comment section if that's if you are there. All right. All right, let me know if that's you, Sheldon and Mario, so we can let you in. Yeah, so that is the situation, guys. That is the situation where that is concerned. So,
but nobody said that Hetty wasn't good.
No, man, quite a few persons in the comment section is saying that he's overrated. So I think that is what Sachin is replying to.
Yeah, well, people speak with emotion. I am saying that I felt he had the potential to be the next Lara.
I agree.
The kind of class I see and that man. In fact, I was hoping both he and Pooran end up on the test team too. Because I think that one of the reasons why they're having problems too is because they're not playing test cricket. So they're unable to face a good ball regularly. Because in test cricket, if you have a good bowler and you're trying to wait him out in 2020, you can't do it in test cricket. He will give you 6 overs back to back, and you have to learn to play that ball. Whereas in 20, you're going to play him out for 2 overs until they rest him. So test cricket makes it technically more sound for dealing with bowlers who are very problematic. And that is where I think their cricket lacking too. Yeah,
definitely. The last time I have been, I was so excited about a player. Well, Pooran and Hetmyer, but Hetmyer more so. The last time I was so excited about a player was when I just saw Darren Bravo playing cricket. That's the last time I was very excited about a West Indian. Not saying that the youngsters coming in, people like King and all of them guys, we don't like them, but last time I was excited in terms of watching ODI and Test cricket was when Darren Bravo was coming through, and then he come up to Shemran Hetmyer, and this is what we are seeing. But as I said, the cricket has to continue. I am not going to drop the hammer on him as yet. We see rumors going around about why did not make the flight, but I don't know. We can see something come out next day here that why an immediate family member is in dire need or whatever. So I don't know. I don't know, but what I know, the cricket has to move on. The cricket has to continue. Cricket was there before you and I start watching it, and it will be there after we are gone.
Yeah, listen, this guy looking real good. Myers. Oh my gosh.
Why Kyle Myers played a shot? I don't know where he found that.
I never see in my life. I never see that in my life. I see all kind of cricket. That shot, they had to name it after him. That man hit a ball off that a kind of uppercut half square cutting for 6. It's the greatest thing I ever see. I could go to bed just dreaming that. That is one of the sweetest. That man is looking sweet. That man, if he just keep on the ball, he would be one of our greatest batsmen ever, boy.
The only problem I have with Kyle Myers is that he matured and coming to his own so late. That is the only problem I have with him. The man is dedicated. The man work hard. and all of that. As you said, he's reaping the benefits of what
All we need is 3 to 4 good years, and he have that. That is all we need for him to give you 3 to 4 good years, and we will be okay with about 2 more like him. Because remember, he batting left-handed.
Yep.
And I always watching him. I always compare batsmen to Lara.
Yeah.
He is batting like a left-handed Carl Hooper to some degree. A left-handed Carl Hooper. That kind of class.
Yeah.
But my gosh, all years I alive watching, I never ever see a shot like that in my
I think the closest I've seen to something like that is in the video game. They have a video game where you play some cricket game. They're always trying to play them sort of shot. I can't remember seeing anything like that. Adam Gilchrist posted, I think it was on Twitter that Gilchrist posted that he has never seen anything like that in his life.
That man. I just love to see that man on that offside. When that man going, that man, I mean, is one of the most amazing, one of the most eloquent, batsmen you could ever see.
He looks really good.
And he's standing in the position straight after he hit that. It's beautiful time and everything. So he's one of the great finds. Okay, he dropped a ball, but that don't mean nothing. We was chasing. I feel we had to make more runs, right? We was fighting a losing battle because we didn't make enough runs. But when you talk about a batsman who really maturing and looking real sweet, he is one of them. Just like I would tell you too, we have a bowler, this man called Alzari Joseph, is one of the greatest I ever see in a long, long time. They better take care of that man and don't let that man get injured. That young fella aggressive, he fast, he accurate, he everything. Both Myers and Alzari, when they talk about batting, even bowling with Myers, but let me look at the batting.
Yeah.
Myers, if you look at the bowling with Myers, you consider he's one of the greatest all-rounders. He had the potential to be one of our greatest all-rounders, And Alzari, oh my gosh, when that man come on, them fellas couldn't bat him, Them fellas couldn't bat him.
He was pinning them back, man. He was definitely pinning them back and pinch and all of that.
So I was kind of really happy today to see them fellas come out, and I think we'll see a better fight on Friday because we got to make more runs, but those are two of the most refreshing things I've seen for today.
Yeah. All right, Sir Ian. I think we have Mario on and Sheldon. What say you on the game, Mario, and then we'll hear Sheldon. You're hearing us, Mario? All right, we're not hearing Mario. Sheldon, you can hear us?
Yes, gentlemen. Good night. Oh, go ahead, Mario, since you was waiting before me.
Yeah, my mic was mute earlier. Sorry.
All right, no problem. Go ahead.
Yeah, the game. I'm happy with the game. A few mistakes, but given that the guys, travel so far and all of that, I could see the jet lag in terms of the movement and all that. But personally, I could find out some stuff that I see with Pooran captaincy, which I'm not happy with. Given that I was watching when because I got up early in the morning to work, so I was watching when Mears and Reifer was batting. And then Mears got out, and I went back and took a nap, and I got up and I saw West Indies was bowling, and we had them like 50-something for 5, right?
Yeah.
At that point, Australia was struggling. Like they were just trying to make a partnership, trying to get back in the game, basically. And the outfield is big. We all know the grounds in Australia is ridiculously big. That man, Correa, was bowling to Finch, and every time he bowled middle and half, he gets 2 at mid-wicket. And Pooran have the field spread all over the place. I'm like, why this man just put a short mid-wicket in and like a short cover and force Finch to do something else? But it was too easy. That middle pass is there from over 8 to 12. He basically gave Australia the only team could mess up from there was West Indies, because you didn't have to do nothing more than get 2 every time you're at the ball on the half side, left side at the half side. So I'm like, Pooran before now, when he was keeping and captaining, he had a better, peripheral of the game and how the game situation. That's why I'm so upset. I don't know what in his head why he's not keeping? Like, what's the reason why this man is not keeping?
I don't know. I don't know what the decision is. I don't know why they are doing that at all.
Because if we look at his record, when he's took over a couple of games, well, when Pollard was so-called unavailable and blah blah blah, and he was keeping and captain, you could see the real, you could see that proactiveness in his captaincy where he was setting the field, moving the man just lay back. It's the same thing against that ODI we play against New Zealand. When we got New Zealand on the back foot, he literally let the man knock the ball in the outside, and every time the ball go in the same position. And I'm like, what's this guy doing?
You see, and that is one of the reasons why persons that have been listening this platform for a while will be able to attest to this. This is one of the reasons why, even though in the latter part I didn't like the direction where Pollard's captaincy was going and the coaching staff and all of that. Because in my opinion, some of the players that were in the team shouldn't be in the team. But people can attest to this. As much as I give Pollard stick, I have always said that when it comes on to attacking a team, I go with Pollard every day of the week, man. That's where I give him his props, in terms of, I mean, we have had people on the back foot with when he's captaining and lose the game, but this he's always pushing. Having said that, Pooran is young, and we are hoping he will improve, but something as simple as that, as you said, I was sleeping, so I didn't see that part. Something as simple as that, with giving away so many runs at the mid-wicket, where they could just, as I said, probably put in a sharp mid-wicket. That is something that he should spot, and that is something that senior players in the team should spot also. People like Jason Holder and Ravman Poel. I don't know if it was a case where they were saying, all right, let's leave the mid-wicket man back. Let us try and get the ball where right there and see if we can get them pulling to the big side of the boundary and get him out caught. I don't know if that was the thinking, because I wasn't seeing it, but
all the side of the boundaries are all the boundaries are big. So I don't know what they were trying to do. And that's the next thing I was disappointed. Neither Ravman nor Pollard at no given point interject and say, hey, you don't see whatever going on. Let us change the feel or whatever. Everybody just allow it, this man is the captain. Just allow him to do him thing or something. I'm not gonna give him fault.
You see, that is why I'm thinking that maybe that was the plan. Get Carrier out there and see if we can get them out trying to clear the field, because having listened to Pooran in a couple of interviews, he seems like the man that will listen. He doesn't seem like one of those guys that not going to listen. And Hola would have definitely pointed that out. So that's why I'm thinking maybe that was the plan. That maybe.
Yeah, and then we didn't. In fairness, we didn't have enough runs. So
it definitely was.
It's a part of two puzzles. Probably he was trying to protect as much the boundaries as much as possible too. So I mean, when you don't have a lot of runs playing with it, it's really hard to. It takes a real brave captain, someone like a Virat Kohli who's very impulsive, tenacious type. He's gonna do something like that. Regardless, they're gonna do something like that. But having said that, this is one thing what you said earlier. Guys are young. We need to cut that.
We like to say that still, that the guys are young, and we've been saying that for a while.
We need to stop saying that.
I agree that we definitely need to stop using that excuse.
Man, them guys need to take more resources. Look at Shears Eye and those guys. You see when those guys are batting for India, how those guys take control of the game. It's like I'm going to win the game from my country.
The difference. Yeah, continue.
Yeah, those guys are guys who have they play in the same IPL. They don't really need no extra motivation. It's just that the level of maturity is way different, and we see that with Alzari. That man getting my team.
Alzari don't lose. Alzari have a problem with losing.
That man no play with him cricket. That man no laughing with nobody. I see guys laughing when Jab catches Alzari.
Alzari have a problem with losing, and that is my thing.
That's what we need back in our cricket, bro. These guys are comfortable with losing. We need back guys like Alzari who are uncomfortable, that pride. We're not seeing that pride again.
I think quite a few of our players are comfortable with when they are losing. Azari, I don't like the idea of losing. I can see it anyway. You know, the others are quite a few of the guys are quite comfortable when they are losing.
It's only a couple of guys I see really dedicated to the cricket. Hussein, Azari, Kyle Mears. You may not show it, but Kyle Mears is a serious man.
Mears is passionate about him cricket, man.
You know what I'm saying? Blackwood now in the latter stages now really getting serious about the cricket. But if you look at it, Robman and them guys, they're not serious. Pooran, they're not serious about when they lose. It's like you're okay with losing. You know, we're not seeing the hunger from those guys. And the other day I was watching a CPL game. Did you watch a CPL game when St. Lucia lost? You see how Azari and Keswick, that man didn't want nothing to do with none of them.
Yeah, man, that's how Alzar is, man. I like them, that sort of fiery spirit.
I'll let Sheldon go after this, but I'm just saying the body language in our cricket, that's one of the major things. It's like it shows that we lose already the battle already before we even actually lose the game, just by the guys' body language. Just a few guys are committed to the cricket, and with the Hetmyer situation, before I let I'm a big fan of Hetmyer. Ever since me and my friends, when we just saw Hetmyer like playing against India, we say, yo, this man can bat. This man have everything. Him have I mean, if you ask me, probably the best player spinning at the Caribbean. Him have all the shots, him have the time, but me, I don't know what's it. This man just don't seem to be, committed 100%. I mean, I'm not gonna be judgmental. It may be issues where, family or what, but you gotta move on with the cricket. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna judge him.
Yeah, man. All right, thanks, Mario. So as I said, the cricket has to move on. The cricket is bigger than any one player. It's really sad what's happening, but it's just one of them things.
One thing I wanted to share before you move on. As he mentioned Pooran, there was a point, in cricket have something called matchup, right? Matchup.
Yeah.
Culture is good, but what's the fellow named Flinch, the captain Flinch?
Pooran Finch, yeah.
Right. Coming down to the end of Cottrell's second over, I believe, Flinch put some wood on him. So there was a time in the match when we had them tight, real tight. And Flinch was still batting in his full glory. Pooran going and put Cottrell. The man hit Cottrell for almost 18 runs. That was a bad decision. Not that Cottrell shouldn't bowl, but let's keep the pressure on Finch. Don't give him somebody, because when you play cricket, right? There are some bowlers come like food to you. There are some bowlers, because of how they bowl, you're just hitting them easy. That was Finch come to Cottrell. And that over, I think that was the biggest over in the whole match. 18 runs. They hit him for 2 sixes or something like that. And that released all the pressure. And then we tried to come back and we end up squeezing up a little bit when Joseph come back. And I think Yannick had one more over and they kind of squeezed it back a little bit. But that level real pressure on Australia. I am saying he could have hold back Cottrell. And let me see if we could out-flinch and then bring back Cottrell to finish off. So I just wanted to draw that attention.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right, sir. Yeah. All right, good observation. Sheldon, what say you now about the game?
Yeah, good night, gentlemen. Before I get into the meat of the game, I want to ask one question.
Yeah.
What is the role of the agents in all this in the cricket, right? Because everybody seems to have an agent. Now, to me, the agent only gets their percentage when you get registered for a league and you make money. So, from an agent point of view, the agent wants you attending as many leagues as possible. The agent really don't care for you to play for West Indies because they get no benefit from that. The only way your agent really wants you to play for the West Indies is if it promotes you on the outer stage. So that what you would have noticed that Hetmyer communicated that he would not be able to make the second flight through his agent. Yet he didn't call them, and he communicated through his agent, so that it may be, right, that people getting bad advice from their agents also, and their agents building up unrealistic expectations in them for some reason. I just putting that out there. I'm not saying that's what happened, but that's something that we need to consider.
The agent acts on behalf of the player. The agent acts on behalf of the player where decisions like that is concerned. So even if the agent is the one that reaches out and gives the information, the agent can't make that decision. Something like that, the agent is acting off the what the player wants. Well, as far as I know.
Well, I just follow the NBA a lot because basketball is my first love, right?
No, I understand the angle.
Second love, right?
Yeah.
And you would have seen cases where agents gave basketballers bad advice and they lost millions of dollars.
Yeah, I understand the angle that you are coming from, because as you know, I watch a lot of football, right? And it's the same thing with some of the agents. The agents, as they say now, they are the ones that are actually mashing up the game, so to speak. Agents reaching out to clubs and negotiating this and advising players to do this and that. The agent definitely holds some weight, but in terms of making a decision of going or not going to the World Cup, I'm not too sure how much the agent would think about. I see where you're trying to reason from. All right, what say you about the game?
All right. For me, we would have done extremely well in the game. I expected us to have more problems adjusting to the pace and bounce of the Australian wickets.
Yeah.
Right? Honestly, in my first estimation before the game start, I was saying if we got up between 100 and 120 without being bowled out, we would have done well. So for me, that 145 was good, right? So my thinking is we get to 145 this game, we should try to get to 170 by the next game. And if we could get to 170 by the next game, then Australia being a good side at home and so on, I expect against the qualifiers, we should be able to make between 190 and 210. That's my thinking. Yeah, that's my thinking. Because if I could make 170 against Australia on the home patch, I'm sure I could make 190 to 200 against Scotland and Zimbabwe and Ireland. Right. Getting to my bowling now. Right?
Yeah.
No. The bowling was good. Right?
Yeah.
No. And the bowlers was well managed. Despite what people want to see. Right? No. Cottrell is in the West Indies side to take wickets. He took 2 wickets in an over. Right. When you had a set batsman who you feel could take the game away from you, you had no other choice but to reintroduce your strike bowler. To take that wicket. Unfortunately, he went for 19 runs in the over. Right?
Yeah.
That is the chance you take, because I have seen it happen with Bumrah. I have seen it happen with Rabada. I have seen it happen with all the big bowlers in the world. They come back to try to get a wicket. The batsman happen to be going guns at that time and take them for runs. So I ain't blaming the captain for that at all.
Yeah.
Now, people say that Pooran get a little tame. I would agree. He a little shell shock. That is what constant losing does to you. Now, it's easy to be on a losing team as a player, because all you're going out there to do is to play your role. But when you're on a losing team as a captain, you become responsible for the loss so that you take it differently. And everybody here know that a batsman has one opportunity to lose his wicket. Right? A bowler could get hit for 5, 6 in an over and take a wicket on the last ball. And take a wicket on the last ball. And fine. Right? But if a batsman play one bad stroke, that's it. So
but that is true for all batsmen. That is true for all batsmen, and we still see batsmen that are being consistent.
Right. Unless Baba Azam and them wire differently. You know? We don't have one consistent batsman in the West Indies.
We don't have it, but that's the problem. You see, that's why we're going always pressure them now, because when we see the players with the talent, they are the ones that we expect to carry on. So when we see people like Pooran and Hetmyer decide not to score the runs that we're expecting, we're always going to call them out. Whereas now that Pooran is leading the team, when he gets out doing some weird looking stuff, it definitely going to be problematic.
I agree. But as I say, it is not easy to captain the West Indies side. We see Pollard tried, and his batting went down to close to 0. Pooran was making runs. He take over as captain. His runs dip. It's not easy to captain the West Indies because you have to deal with the Guyanese fans quarreling, saying that you don't want to pick Hetty, you're unfair to Paul.
The entire Caribbean will do that, man. We know the Guyana and Trinidad rival, but you're going to have Jamaican going to say that.
You should only bowl Shepherd certain amount of overs.
No, man, people always say them stuff there, and people will always say those stuff, and pressure is always going to be in sports. That is how pressure is. You understand? That is what pressure is. That is nothing. So we cannot use that as a decision.
No, don't say that. Let me ask you something. How many reporters from the other islands you see constantly asking questions?
How many other islands are as into their cricket like Trinidad and Guyana? Maybe Barbados is up there, but definitely not Jamaica. Definitely not. How many other islands you would call a powerhouse in terms of producing cricket like those people that are serious about their cricket?
Jamaica produces as much cricketers as anywhere else. You know that, right?
Man, Jamaica not serious about cricket, man. May I tell you? No, Jamaica not serious. You see how Trinidad and Guyana serious about cricket, where representation is concerned, making sure the leagues are on, making sure that their players are being taken care of. They're not serious about then I can tell you that. They're not serious about the cricket like that.
All right. So moving on, right? So Pooran made it clear that these 2 matches against Australia are training matches. We going in there trying to do 2 things. One, we're trying to get the best out of our players, and 2, we're trying to see who are available and what role they can play. Right? No, coming out of the CPL, for instance, right? Everybody said that, hey, Charles should be a part of the playing 11. So right up on top, we get Charles a chance to bat today to see what will happen. Unfortunately, he failed.
Yeah.
And of course, once it have a next keeper on the field, Pooran will give them the gloves and go in the outfield trying to marshal the troops. Right? The only way Pooran keeping is if he's the only keeper on the field.
But
which is what is going to happen in the World Cup.
Wouldn't you agree that he probably would be able to marshal the field better from behind the stumps?
He would see more, he would certainly see more from behind the stump. But
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
But if you have ever seen Pooran keep, Pooran, when he's keeping, he makes us at a chatter, talking to the batsman, talking to this one, trying to take the batsman out in the game and so on.
No, most keepers will do that, and you have captains that are keepers that will do that, and they still, make that stuff.
No, he's going to keep for the World Cup. He's going to keep for the World Cup.
So why not keep? No.
He don't need to practice keeping. He don't need to practice keeping.
No, it's not a matter of practicing it, but we want him to remember. We're talking about angles. We're talking about those getting used to making those reviews and all of them sort of things. It's a young keeper, so being able to develop them sort of things to stay behind the wicket, make the call whether or not a player should go for a review or not. Those are stuff that he needs to improve on.
Before I was cooking and I had to jump in here. What nonsense about Pooran going for World Cup? We had to practice. No, what we want to do for World Cup? What nonsense? Pooran is our keeper. Let him go and keep. Let him keep and let him bat number 3. That is his work. That is what he's supposed to do and stop playing the fool and hiding from batting number 3 and hiding from wicket keeping. Let him do what he's supposed to do. That's what we pick him to do. We pick Pooran as a wicket keeper and number 3 batsman to captain West Indies. We never pick as a middle order batsman. We never pick as an outside fielder. What nonsense is that?
Refreshing to hear. Before I let you continue, Sheldon, you remember a couple of months ago, the same West Indies selectors, the same captain, the same Pooran came out and they were adamant that they are trying Pooran in this role. This is the role that he wants to play. This is the role they want him to play, and he's loving the role. So why is he all over the place now? I can't understand, especially with Hetmyer not there now. Why is he not batting and trying? What is happening?
Pooran will not bat at 3. Right? The best we can hope for is for Pooran to bat at number 4 now, which was where we was going to bat Hetty. Right? He may come up to 4, and then Powell go bat at 5. Right? King, for all my money, has to bat at 3. Because I anticipate that we are going to lose an early wicket more often than.
So all the plans in all those series, they were leading towards the World Cup with Pooran batting at 3. So we just throw those plans through the window now.
How many series Pooran bat at 3? And what you do?
I mean, I'm not going to be able to tell off the top of my head how many games he actually batted in 3, but I can clearly remember him batting at 3 in a couple of games well, and them saying this is the role they want him to play and this is the role he's going to play.
Listen to me. When Pooran made the set of 50s in India, he wasn't batting nowhere near 3. Right? He was batting either 4 or 5. Right? And that is where he has to bat, because he must, when he comes in, right? When Pooran comes in, he has to come in at a time where he is making the assessment whether to go hard and try to put as many runs on the board as possible, or try to consolidate to bat out until a certain amount of overs before the launch. And that is not going to happen if he coming in at 3 in about the second to third over.
All right, I hear you. We can't cater to assume that we openers. If I going into a match and I say after 2 overs, my opener, one of them out in, when I drop in them completely. Because I'm not going into no match expecting my openers to fail. Good? So if I go into a match and my openers can even last the first 4 overs consistently, then one of them had to get dropped. So this thing about Pooran coming to bat as though no. Pooran is our number 3 batsman, have always been. If it wasn't him, it had to be Hetmyer. My point is this too. Even if Pooran come in early, Pooran has the ability to hit in the air and to find the boundary. That is within these power plays. In fact, thing nicer for him, because whereas he might get out playing his favorite shot inside out, looking to go over everybody. Now he can do it and get our 4 runs or 6 runs because only 2 fielders outside. You see, people don't understand what's going on with the West Indies. West Indies is failing because Pooran is being managed badly. Pooran needs to bat at number 3 and to get his tail behind the wicket and do what he's supposed to do. That is what we picked Pooran to do. We didn't pick Pooran as he come captain to hide in the back and push a set of batsmen in front of him. And then when it's time to wicket keep, you're giving people, all kind of people to wicket keep. No, that's not responsibility. When you're behind the wicket, you could gauge the ball, so the bounce. So before you bat, you could gauge the bounce of the wicket. So now you have an advantage over the other batsmen because you have an idea of how the wicket playing. Why is this Pooran is not playing his role? And if he cannot play that role, well, let him go. He cannot captain the team and continue to run. That's what I'm saying.
All right, I hear. This man having a field day about what I said about Jamaica not being serious about cricket. I'm not sure. All right, continue, sir. Ian. Continue, sir. Ian. Sheldon.
Sheldon. All I am saying to you, ever since I watching Pooran, since the days when Pollard was the captain, Pooran either batted number 3 or 4 for the latest. Pooran used to wicket keep, especially 2020. Pooran don't have to worry about staying behind a wicket for 50 overs or for even a test match. Right when you look to squeeze in another wicket keeper, what you're doing too is that you're filling out the team with a set of wicket keepers which are unnecessary. Why you need to have 3 people who can wicket keep when you could probably bring in a better specialist batsman or a better specialist bowler? Why? Because Pooran don't want to keep? What? Something wrong with him? Something wrong with the hands? In fact, Pooran sometimes sloppy out there in the field because he's not accustomed feeling outside. So sometimes I see him let ball go badly and all kind of thing. If Pooran, I am telling you all this, West Indies will continue to fail and fail badly until Pooran decides to captain. A teacher would teach when the student has arrived. He have to make up his mind whether he's going to lead or not lead. If he does not want to lead West Indies, he needs to step down. Either you're going to bat at number 3 and you're going to wicket keep, or just step down and give somebody else. Give this guy, what's his name? The young oh God, Paul, what is his name again?
Rahman Powell?
Yes. Let Powell do what you have to do then. But don't tell me you're a premier batsman. You're a premier batsman. And you batting kind of 5 and 4 and hiding. Only going and face about 4 overs, right? And then when it's time to wicket keep, you're running all over the place when you're supposed to be behind the wicket. I am totally fed up. Either Pooran does what he's supposed to do or he goes. It's simple like that. He's doing nothing in the West Indies right now as the captain. He's not wicket keeping. He's not making any runs. He has to start as a man. He's had to man up now. Time to pick up this mantle and be a man. Go in your number 3 position. Go and wicket keep and stop this foolishness.
All right, Sir Ian. We hear you. Sheldon, in terms of the bowling today, you were breaking down. I think you spoke about the bowling already. Alzarri Joseph, is this the final form of Alzarri Joseph that we have been looking for?
No. Alzarri can get better. What I would like to happen is Alzarri spend another year in county cricket. Yeah. Because Alzarri only got good when he went to county cricket. Right? Because the thing about county cricket is that it gives you the work. Right? And not only that, in county cricket, the ball moves around. You have to bowl.
Learn to control the ball.
Right.
Yeah, he spoke about that when he came back from the county.
Right. Remember a long time they used to have something they call military medium pace, where men was bowling medium pace, but you couldn't hit them because they were so accurate, right? So that, because remember in the earlys, what was happening to Joseph is although he was good, he was tending to be expensive because he could have gotten wayward at times. So ever so often he'd bowl a stray ball and go for a run. So he was expensive.
Yeah.
And you know you cannot be wayward when you're fast.
Exactly.
And a fast bowler, if you're wayward, you will travel for runs because a man could uppercut you for 6 and all these things, right? So that I expect Joseph to get better, right? And I am hoping that he graduates in this form into Test cricket.
Yeah.
Because he have done very well in ODI. Now he's starting to do well in T20s, and I want him to do the same thing in Test cricket, right? Because if we could get him and Jaden Seals firing at full cylinders, right? With a couple backup bowlers, we'll start winning series.
All right, I hear you. So do we play both spinners? Alzari, Hussein and Yannick.
I will play both of them in the next game.
I talk in World Cup. I have both of them in my team, you know.
And
in the qualifiers.
Because I want to see whether I'm playing both of them in the next thing. They can control the middle overs, right?
Yeah.
Because now Australia have a very explosive team. They bat way down, right? So the idea is, if I could get my two, then I could use my firepower, my pacers, to blast out some wickets at the start and then defend at the end. Right? So that's why I want to try the two spinners to see what happens. If not, then I got to make the choice, depending on who I play, whether to play one of them.
All right. All right. We soon come back to you, Sheldon.
Yeah.
I think Wayne came on. I added Shivam also from, I'm not sure. Yeah, Wayne is on Shivam. So let's hear Wayne and then we'll hear Shivam. Yes, Wayne. All right, we're not hearing Wayne. Shivam, are you hearing us?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, Shivam.
Yeah. So today's T20 match is amazing. The way the opener has intent towards the Australian bowlers, whether it be Stark, Hazelwood, Cummins, or Zampa.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Wayne.
It's been a while. I've been with you guys, you know.
Hold on, Wayne. Shivam is on now. We will get to you after. Yes, Shivam, continue.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah. So what I'm just saying is how the mayor shows the intent from the first ball to the whole power play that he played is amazing, and that shows his potential and his intent towards the fast bowling. Especially the left arm bowling, because he what I have noticed about Mayers is he plays the left arm pace much better than most of the players in the world cricket right now, whether it be the Indian openers, Pakistani openers, or the England openers, whether it be Butler or Finch, Warner, anyone. Mayers has those capabilities to hit a left arm bowler of 150 kmph out of the park.
Excuse me.
And that
You're off. We're not hearing you. We're not hearing you, Shivam.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Continue.
So I'm saying that the Mayors also has the capability of hitting a leg spin very well. And that's what the big issue with for the West Indies team. They always get collapsed with against the left leg spin.
Yeah.
All the time. But today I didn't say that. The Zampa has went wicketless against all these left arm batsmen which came in. But what do I want to see in the next T20 is the changes should be there in the West Indies cricket or the playing 11. I think the Mayors and the Lewis, the both quality left-arm batsmen going to be at the top. And then there'll be two right-hand batsmen on the downside.
Hold on. Sheldon, your camera is on. I'm not too sure if you're aware. You usually don't have it on. Yes, Shivam.
Yeah, so the two left-hand openers.
Yeah, you're chipping in and out, Shivam. We're not hearing you. All right, I'm not sure what's going on with your device, Shivam. You're probably gonna have to check it and come again. Not sure what's going on with your device. Yes, Wayne. Yes, Shivam. Maybe you have to go log off. Maybe you will have to log off and log back on.
Yes.
But we're not hearing you good. Yes, Wayne.
Yeah, can you hear me, Wayne?
Yes, Wayne, we're hearing you. Wayne, we can hear you, you know. All right, so Wayne and Shivam seems to be having.
Now, starting with the Pooran issue, I think Pooran primary role in this team is batting. And primary role, as far as I'm concerned, he got to get in that game at 3. Pooran got to bat at 3 for me because he's a premier batsman in the team. He got more 2020 experience than most of the other guys around him.
Yeah.
And
no man, Wayne, you have to fix up your device, man. I don't know if it's the internet or what, but you're in and out. You have to sort that out. So, yeah, Wayne, we're having a problem with Wayne also. You have to sort it out because when you are talking and you're chipping in and out, the listeners are going to be losing you. So, we're not hearing Wayne and Shivam having some issues. All right, let's backtrack a little to Sir Ian and then Sheldon to hear if they have anything else. Yes, Sir Ian, you still there? All right, maybe cooling down after the pool.
I just cooking. Yeah, I hear.
You're cooking chicken curry.
Boy, what kind of thing? Callaloo stew, chicken, all kind of thing. I feel not put it away in the fridge for tomorrow for the family. You understand? You know, I'm sorry to get so emotional, but you see, my thing is this. You know and I know. You know and I know. Just like with football, everybody have a purpose, correct?
Yeah.
If you're playing football and you're a midfielder, you have a certain, you're the belly of the beast. You're a forward, they just pay you to score. In fact, some of the worst players just make the most money as forwards because they know how to position and they know how to just hit the ball and they know how to score goal. One of them was a fellow called Lineker from England. People bad talking Lineker, but Lineker used to score.
He's on.
Right? Your defense, you have your role. When Pooran was picked as a wicketkeeper and a number 3 batsman. That is what he's supposed to do. The only person who could ever bat in front of Pooran is Hetmyer. So even no more, where Hetty not there, it is time he come early, one down, and put down the anchor and settle things for the guys.
Yeah.
Because he is, as the guy was saying before, the number one batsman in the team who's supposed. You cannot be the number one, and when it's 1 wicket down, you're hiding. 2 wickets down, you're hiding. 3 wickets down, you're going in reluctantly to bat. If you don't want to play, we know. Because how I look at it is that he got picked to be a wicketkeeper batsman.
Yeah.
It's like how Alzari get picked to be a bowler who could kind of bat, but more of a bowler. So they have him as a kind of all-rounder, right? That is why he's coming at around number 8. We know Holder is a genuine all-rounder. So we know Holder comes in at around 6-ish, so around there, right? Right?
Yeah.
Powell, a batsman more than a bowler. So he comes in at 5 or so.
Yeah.
Look, my thing is Myers, only has 2 left-handers. Myers and Lewis still open. Pooran number 3, and then you could put it whoever you want after that. If Lewis start to fail, well, then we could find somebody to open. But under no circumstances is it that we have a 20-over match, which you run out of overs, and we have Pooran facing a set a little bit of ball or coming in at that. Maybe when you're playing IPL, they could do that because you're dealing with them Indian players who at another level.
Yeah.
But when you're playing with West Indies, my brother, you need to come in at number 3 and stamp your authority.
That's what I was always saying. You know,
the team have no leadership because of that. Pooran, they looking to Pooran for leadership, and he's hiding. It looked like he wasn't ready. He need either to sit number 3, and do his wicket keeping and gel him together, or step back and let Powell captain and let him see, and we hope he can make it as a batsman. Because at the end of the day, in a battle, the captain is coming there. Remember Vivian Richards? Feel Vivian Richards was hiding. When he had to bat number 3, hide to 4, and then to 5. The only reason Vivian started batting he's 5 for Sunrisers because you're dealing with tough players.
Yeah, we always say that I don't want to see the West Indies using Pooran and Hetmyer and the same role here, batting 5 and 6 because we don't have Virat Kohli, we don't have Rohit Sharma, we don't have all of those guys batting in front of them.
That quality.
So it's a little different.
We had to use what we have.
Yeah,
we had Hetty. I don't know what going on with Hetty. He's a big disappointment to me because I was looking forward to him gelling with the team.
Yeah.
But Pooran, the team lacking ahead, because if Pooran is ahead, he need to come in. He need for the fellas to say, boy, we captain reaching in. He come in and he in the middle of the back, he taking the pressure. He coming in and he settling down things. Wicket drop down, he come in nice. First ball, bam, bam. You come here making the first over your face. So you say a little 5 runs, whatever. No problem. You come next innings, bam, bam, you make a little 7-8 runs, and you start to get going. And the men say, yeah, boy, we could rally around with captain. Right now, it's a ship without a rudder. The man at the steering hiding in the lower deck. Who's the captain who's steering the ship, boy? To face the rough waters, where the captain? He's busy hiding. Every time it's time to bat, and you think Pooran coming in, you're seeing somebody else coming in.
Why? I didn't watch the game when we were batting like that. So, what was the reason for Reifer batting in front of Pooran today? Was it what? I don't know.
You asking?
They are both left-handers. So, what was they thinking? Maybe Sheldon will be able to probably give us a little bit more reasoning.
I have no idea. None.
Yeah.
I do not understand it. Even I totally cannot understand how you pick a man to bat at number 3 or even 4, let's say, and wicket keep, and he's not doing anything you ask him to do. And by extension, he's not captaining. Because if it is you're not batting in your position, then why are we picking? Okay, so what is the Pooran position in the team? Tell me, you tell me. Maybe I stupid. Tell me what is Pooran position on the team right now? If there's a captain, what?
I don't know. As I always said, Pooran, when Hetmyer was there, these are the 2 guys that we expect to do some work. They fail, yes, it's the same thing with West. Generally speaking, our players are inconsistent, right? But these two guys, we tend to put a lot of pressure on them because we think they are capable. So I always say that what I see in the IPL with these guys batting on 5 and 6.
My thing is this,
You hearing me now?
Since Pollard left, the team have
You can't hear me? I'm not sure if Sir Ian is having some issues. If the others are hearing me, let me know if you're hearing me. Yeah, what I was saying is that these two guys, they can't play the same role that they played in the IPL based on the fact that we don't have the quality batsmen batting ahead of them. You understand? But let me. I'm not sure what's happening with Sir Ian, but Sheldon, what say you?
Right. I don't know. No, so Ian has some good points. Pooran has the wicket keep. But in no reality, this one, the next one, or no parallel universe, Pooran will be batting at 3. The highest Pooran will bat is 4. Right?
Yeah.
And
I mean, yeah.
Right? Because how it is normally do it is that you want certain batsmen coming in with a certain amount of overs left in the game. So they will either come in by that amount of overs or they would come in at a certain position. So let me say you want them come in after the first 8 overs, right? Then if you lose a quick wicket or 2, somebody will come in ahead of them to bat between things, hoping to take it to 8 overs for them to come in and continue, right? Yeah. But of course, if you lose a few wickets, they will have no other choice but to come, right?
I mean, yeah, before you continue, if Brooks in the team, I can understand Brooks batting at 3 and seeing that Hetmyer is not there now, Pooran bats at 4. That is if they are opening with King and Mears, right? Then I can understand Brooks at 3 and Pooran at 4. But
Noel King is going to bat at 3. That has already been established.
In your team, that's the thing.
No, that has already been established. King will bat at 3. Right? Lewis has to open. There is no if, and but about that. Lewis has to open. And he and Mears have to get us off to between 50 and 60 in every power play. Right? Because we had a cater for a slowdown in the middle overs, and we're trying to get to at a minimum 180 runs. Right?
One second. Now, I hear you with the thing with Pooran now. But the latest he should bat is 4 if he have to bat. I have no problem if he bat at 4. My problem is that he hiding from the ball. He hiding. It's as though he hiding and hoping the fellas make the runs and then he could come in at the end, hit a little 15 runs and about 7 balls and say, yeah, boy, that's a good enough, boy. No. To me, he is not taking up the responsibility to come in. Okay, even if you say 4, I good with that. 3 or 4. But no, you can't be putting Reifer before you. And I looking for Pooran, and every minute I seen somebody else coming in. Where's that?
All right. So, Ian, let me take you back to the CPL, right? Everybody expected Hetty to bat at probably 3 or 4 in the Guyana Warriors team, right? Most of the time, Hetty coming in 4, 5, and sometimes even lower in games, right? And he was the best batsman on that Warriors side, hands down.
And that is why they didn't win, because he should have bat higher. He making runs, but too late shall be the cry. He was the captain, he had a right to bat higher. He come in late and make runs, no problem. But and they didn't make it. You know why they didn't make it? Because he coming in too late. He should have come in at 3 or 4. If he had come in at 3 or 4, Guyana could have won. I tell you that. But he hiding and coming and making runs later. And okay, that's nice, but that is not his role. He is not no pinch hitter. He is not no slugger. He is a premier batsman, boy. You can't take the best batsman and send him quite down the road. Vivian Richards never did that. Lara never did that. Why we want to do to them fellas? Why we taking we best batsmen and want to put them down at the end? Why? Something wrong with us?
Yeah, well, Sir Ian, remember, Lara and Vivian Richards' thinking was different. Because when Lara came to the wicket, for instance, his thinking was that he had to dominate the best bowling,
Beautiful.
put the fear God into the bowling to
That
make
is
it
my point.
easier for his other batsmen.
That is my point.
Yeah, but that
point.
wasn't our time, Sir Ian,
Brian
not in
Lara
this
used to
modern time.
Brian Lara
Right.
used to fit Brent Lee at almost 100 miles per hour straight to your head and just fly up in the sky and boy go woo and stand up and take the lash. That was Pooran and Hetty and Pooran that their role to take most of the bombardment.
Let me ask you guys a question outside of the Poor and Hetmyer debate, because this one will continue, you know. This one will continue for a while. Jason Holder, how comfortable are we now that Jason Holder is ready to help Alzari Joseph, Akil Hussain, probably Obed Mackay to really put down some good bowling? How comfortable are we with where Jason Holder is now? Are we comfortable with those slower balls that he's bowling? Are we comfortable that he will not be leaking a lot of runs? How comfortable are we with him?
Jason Holder, right now, as far as I'm concerned, his place in jeopardy. With the set of all-rounders we have. Like this, even Alzari, but forget Alzari, we look at him as a bowler. Like this big strong one, Odin. Men like Odin. And what's the other big strong one who just hit us at a 6 again?
Well, he's not there. Shepherd.
Men like Odin and Shepherd. If I was Holder, I worried. Because Holder is not really, in my opinion, bowling as an all-rounder, too effective. But we need Holder because of his maturity. So Holder kind of like do that kind of semi-captain role. You know, so he did kind of semi in the center, but he's not really the best again, if you follow where I'm coming from.
So we should be worried about those 4 overs that he will be bowling.
Yeah, because you could get serious with it. I mean, but Holder too, remember just last year in the IPL, I think Holder did very good, and he has the ability to how to put it, to reinvent himself. He has that ability.
That is the thing, you know, Sir Ian. So Mr. Casanova saying it, the latter part of the IPL coming into a couple of games in the CPL, it didn't look too bad at all. I mean, he got some hit in the international games that we played leading up to the CPL, but you know, I am just wondering if we are okay with where his slower ball is Yorkers, those things that he has been working on. If we really trust him with them as
at the end of a match, 4 wickets. Did he take 4 wickets and the tail end of a match, if I remember correctly?
Yes, I think he was in one of those international games.
Yeah, so I think I'm still comfortable with Holder, even though we have to be careful because, you know, he coming down in age and he not as maybe. It will be up to Holder to really keep his standard up. But as I said, we have our opening problem and we need to get this guy in Lewis, and we need to get Lewis and Myers open. And then I would say Pooran at 3, you know, or if anybody in front Pooran, the only person I would put is really Hetty in front Pooran, but I don't know, you know. But at the end of the day, our batsmen had to bat, and we're not getting that. What we're getting is really tailenders making up for the mess in the front, with the exception of Myers and that sort of thing. So I think I'll leave it at that for now.
We are basically closing. We're going to hear closing words from Sheldon. So if you have something else you want to close off with, Sir Ian, you can go ahead. Remember, I have to go to work bright and early tomorrow, and as much as I enjoy the conversation with you guys, go ahead, sir.
Okay.
Continue, sir. Ian.
In closing, I would say this next match, we have to see Lewis come in. Right? We have to see this spinner, this boy Hussein come in.
Akil,
I don't know who will drop, but okay. I personally want to see Pooran wicket keep, and I want to see him bat at number 3. And in the worst case scenario, at least 4. But nothing more than that. And that is what I want to close off saying, that I think that if that happens, we will stand a better chance of winning. Right? And so that is my words as far as going into the next match. Lewis had to come in. This guy had to come in, and Pooran have to take his position as the captain. He's supposed to do what he had to do. Now, I am passionate because he's a countryman of mine, and I doesn't feel good every time I see the nonsense he's doing. I just be ashamed because I am saying, look, man, he hiding. You can't hide. Face the bowling. Do what you have to do. Trust in the Lord. He's a man of faith. Trust in the Lord. Pick up your position and face your Goliath. You have to face the Goliath. That is what I'll close and say.
All right, sir, Ian. So before Sheldon goes, for all those who are wondering if 7:30 is going to be the new live time, because I'll be late, not at all. But if I am getting home from late from work and there is a topic we need to discuss, we might do late. But we're still looking at 6 o'clock, man. We're still looking at 6. But if I'm getting home late from work, then I might go a little late and start later. Yes, Sheldon, what say you now?
Right. As far as Jason Holder is concerned, I am backing Jason Holder to marshal the bowling. Right? He is to fill the role of Dwayne Bravo. Right? And marshal the troops. If any of the bowlers under pressure, he's the man to calm them down and advise them. As far as his bowling is concerned, he has the package to do very well in Australia. He has the height to generate good bunks. He just need to keep the ball up to the bat a little more. Right? If you notice in the game today, the Australian line and length was always attacking the wicket. So if you miss, you get in bowl.
Yeah.
If your pad get in front, LBW. So we need to watch that game and get our bowlers in tune with that. And we're good to go right now. I'm real happy with where we are as a team, given the resources we have. I'm still batting King at 3 and Pooran at 4. Powell at 5.
5, yeah.
Boy, after that, no, we still need a batsman because I really don't want either Smith or Holder batting at 6. That's risky. That is not enough batting. Right? So we may have no choice but to either bat Reifer at 6 or stick with this guy, Charles.
At number what?
We got about 6.
All right, I hear you.
Because we had to get our next batsman. We have no choice. Unless we're saying that Holder is good enough to bat at 6. Which he has not shown in the CPL or in recent times. Right?
Yeah.
So Simmons and them did try him up the order. Barbados Royals did try him up the order also, right? So unless we want to trust Holder to bat at 6, generate enough runs for Smith and them to pinch it. I mean to whoop, as we love to call it. to finish off, right? If that's what we're doing, well, then fine. But then if we run that risk, then the bowlers and them going to have to be deadly accurate. Because if we bat and hold at 6, we run the risk of making 160. And 160 is not a very defendable score unless you have a very good day.
Got to be looking at 180, 190. That is the score. Those are the starter scores that we need to be aiming.
Because we see our side nearly chased down 220 something the other day, the fall 61 short.
Yeah.
They get 211, chasing 227. They get 211. So,
All right, sir. Yes, Alan.
Right. But we qualifying and we're going into the 12s. I'm not sure which group people prefer to get in. If they prefer the group with India, or if we going back with our favorite group, Australia and others.
Yeah.
Because Australia has to get a place at home. So if you're going to Australia group, the next 5 teams fighting for one place. So that means you got to get 4 wins out of 5.
Yeah.
Because remember, South Africa get about 4 wins in the last World Cup and didn't qualify for the next round. Right.
All right.
So everybody, good night. It was nice.
Yeah, respect. All right. Just before we close, I just checked. See somebody saying if I am picking and choosing who to let in. Didn't see that. So I just checked the message and noticed that someone texts and asking me to add him. But when I look, I notice he starts to talking about the actual people on here that they don't know anything. That means can't have these type of people coming on to talk then, man. Anyway, we're not here to argue with anybody, right? The platform is open for everybody to join, as you guys know. Platform is here for everybody to come and have their say. If you don't get a chance to talk today, you get a chance to talk the next day, right? But we keep it respectful. We respect each other's opinion. We might not agree, but that's how we run this platform for all those who are new and are not aware of how we do things over here. So once again, for all those who came on, I really appreciate you guys. For those who are in the comment section, keeping it going. I appreciate you guys for, making the comment section what it is and for keeping us in check. When I come and give my opinion and you guys don't agree, you are always happy to let me know that, listen, we don't agree with that, and we can have a nice debate about it. So I really appreciate you guys. If everybody was agreeing on the same thing, it would be boring from the start to the end. So we like to hear people expressing themselves. So that is it for this live, guys. We're going to see if we can hop out of here and get some rest. But another live, hopefully we can go live again before the last game. And just continue to big up on yourself, my peeps. I don't know, early tomorrow morning we'll be having a video out. So you can just look out for that. And if you're on here and you have not yet subscribed, remember that it is free to subscribe and it is free to comment in all the videos. And it is free to like the video. Them in. Big up on yourself, my peeps. Stay safe. And we will talk again very soon. Blessings, everybody. Have a blessed night. And that is it for this one.